Good evening student. In our last class we study about chapter 5 in which we study the adaptation shown by the terrestrial habitat animals and desert and the animals found in the mountain region. Today we will start from the aquatic plants. The plants that live in the water are called the aquatic plants. It means the water is the habitat of the aquatic plant, in which three type of the aquatic plants are there. First, that is float on the surface of water. Second one, that is fixed to the bottom of the water bodies, and the third one, that is may grow underwater. Now first is the floating plants. As the name suggested, the plants that float in the water are called the floating plants. That float in water are called the floating plant. For example, water hyacinth, duckweeds are the floating plants. Now the adaptation shown by the floating plants. Floating plants have soft and spongy stems so that they are light and can float. Because the air filled in the spongy stem, that's why they become light and can easily float. Second one, the root of these plants are not fixed, that's why they float in the water. So the adaptation shown by the floating plants, first is the stem is soft and spongy, and second one, roots are not fixed. Now the second plant, fixed plant. As the name knows, plant that their roots fixed to the bottom of the water bodies. Their roots are fixed to the bottom of the water bodies. That plant is called the fixed plant. Lotus, water lily are the example of the fixed plant. These plants are found in place where the water is not very deep. The plant water is not very deep. Now the adaptation shown by the fixed plant. First is they have flat and broad leaves which help them float easily on the surface of the water. They have flat and the broad leaves that help float easily on the surface of water. Second one, their stem is long, thin and hollow. Third one, the leaves have waxy coating. Waxy coatings, the work of waxy coating is to prevent from the rotting in water, to prevent the water, because they lives all the time in the water, and waxy coating help plant to prevent them from the decaying in water. Last one is the stomata. Stomata are present on the upper surface of the leaves. That's why they allow to take in air for the photosynthesis. Because stomata help in the photosynthesis, that's why they are present in the upper surface of the leaves to help the gaseous exchange. Now the third one is the underwater plant. The plant that grow under the water are called the underwater plants. Such plants are found in the ponds where their water is not very deep. Pondweed, tebras are the example of the underwater plants. Now the adaptation shown by the underwater plants. First is they have long and thin leaves so that water can flow through them without tearing them. Their leaves are long and thin. Second one, the leaves of these plants do not have stomata because they are present underwater and the plant breathe through its entire body. So they don't need the stomata to help in the exchange of gases. That's why the stomata are absent in this type of the plant. Except this, some special plant that show the different type of adaptation First is the plant that live in the marshy areas. This one. Marshy means the soil here has a lot of salt in them, in which the soil has a lot of salt in them. That place is called the marshy areas. It means salty areas. Mangroves are the example of the marshy areas plants. In this type of the plants, the roots are not able to grow well under the soil. It means roots are above the soil, not under the soil. So this special type of the root are called the breathing root. Breathing root, because they grow outside to breathe in the air properly. बिकॉज ये रूट्स मिट्टी से ऊपर निकली रहती हैं सांस लेने के लिए. दैट्स वाई दे आर कॉल्ड द ब्रीदिंग रूट एंड द प्लांट आर कॉल्ड द marshy plants. Next one is the plant that eat insects are called the insectivorous plant. Venus flytrap, pitcher plant are the example of the insectivorous plant. Third one is the plant that are not green. Mushroom is the example of the non-green plant because they have no chlorophyll in them, and they are not prepared their food for their body. So these type of the plant depend on other for their food. That's why these are called the parasitic plant. It means they depend on the other plant for their food. Rafflesia, mushroom is the example of the these type of the plant. Students, read it through 3 times. I hope you understand. Thank you.